Hey everyone, welcome to the Summary Spot, where we break down powerful books into practical insights that can really make a difference in your life. Today, we're talking about Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, a book that isn't just about money. It's about rethinking everything we've learned about wealth, work, and life itself. Let's dive in. First up, two dads, two very different philosophies. Robert Kiyosaki had two main influences growing up: his real father, the poor dad, and his best friend's father, who he calls the rich dad. Poor dad was well-educated, hardworking, and believed in the classic approach: go to school, get a stable job, work hard, and you'll be set. But he still struggled financially all his life. Rich dad? Not highly educated, but his outlook on money was completely different. Rich dad's motto? Make your money work for you, not the other way around. He didn't focus on jobs or promotions. Instead, he built wealth by thinking outside the traditional 9 to 5. This comparison shaped Kiyosaki's views, and it's where our first big lesson begins. Lesson 1. Assets versus liabilities. Here's the deal. Rich dad. Poor dad brings up something we all think we understand but often don't: assets and liabilities. Most of us think of assets as things we own, right? Like a house, a car, or maybe even fancy gadgets. But according to Rich Dad, the rich buy true assets, things that put money into their pocket. The poor and middle class, on the other hand, often accumulate liabilities, things that take money out of their pocket. Think about it. A house you live in might seem like an asset, but if it's not bringing you income, it's actually a liability. Meanwhile, something like a rental property, a small business, or investments are true assets because they generate cash flow. It's a perspective shift. Stop focusing on things that drain your money and look for ways to build your income with assets. Lesson 2. Financial literacy, the school system's big blind spot. Let's be real, most of us didn't learn money skills in school. Financial literacy? That's not in the syllabus. But Rich Dad taught Kiyosaki that if you want to break out of the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle, understanding money, really understanding it, is crucial. Kiyosaki learned to read financial statements like income, expenses, assets, and liabilities. It might sound boring, but this knowledge is what gives you control over your finances. Think of it like the language of money. The better you know it, the smarter choices you can make with your cash. So, if you want financial independence, it's time to start learning what the schools didn't teach. Lesson 3. The mindset shift from "I can't afford it" to "How can I afford it?" All right, here's a powerful one. Kiyosaki's poor dad always said, "I can't afford it," which put a mental block on financial possibilities. But Rich Dad? He'd ask, "How can I afford it?" That one question makes all the difference. When you say, "I can't afford it," your mind stops searching. But when you ask, "How can I afford it?" your brain starts looking for ways to make it happen. This mindset shift isn't just about money, it's about pushing yourself to think creatively and find solutions. Let's say you want to buy a car. Instead of assuming it's impossible, ask yourself, "How can I afford this?" Suddenly, you're looking for ways to earn more, save better, or even invest. That's the mindset difference that helps people build wealth. Lesson 4. Embracing risks and learning from failure. Here's the truth. Success isn't all about playing it safe. Rich Dad taught Kiyosaki to see failure as part of the journey to success. For instance, starting a business can be risky, but the payoff can be huge. Rather than fearing failure, Rich Dad saw it as a learning experience. This doesn't mean you should take wild risks. It's about calculated risks. If you lose money or make a bad investment, it's a lesson, not the end. The road to wealth isn't always smooth, but each bump teaches you something valuable for the future. Lesson 5. Work to learn, not just to earn. Let's face it, most of us think of work as a way to earn money. But Rich Dad taught Kiyosaki to see every job as a chance to learn skills that would help him later. Rich Dad believed in acquiring skills that could eventually help you manage or even own a business. For example, Kiyosaki worked in sales to get out of his comfort zone and improve his communication skills, a move that later helped him succeed as an entrepreneur. The idea here is to use each job or side hustle as a stepping stone, building up skills that'll benefit you down the line. It's a way of thinking long-term and setting yourself up for bigger success. Lesson 6. Investing and building passive income. All right, here's the end goal. Making your money work for you through passive income. Rich Dad encouraged Kiyosaki to build wealth by investing in assets that could generate income without his direct involvement. Stocks, real estate, royalties, whatever it is, the point is to grow wealth even when you're not working for it directly. Imagine being able to cover your expenses with money from your investments. That's the ultimate freedom, and it's the path to true financial independence. Passive income is the reward for making those wise, sometimes risky, investment choices along the way. Final thoughts. At its core, Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a call to action. It's about breaking out of the old traditional way of looking at money and rethinking the rules of wealth. From assets and financial literacy to the mindset of growth, Kiyosaki shows us that with the right strategies and a willingness to learn, anyone can work their way toward financial freedom. Thanks for watching. The Summary Spot. If you're ready to keep learning and taking steps toward a brighter financial future, hit that subscribe button. We've got plenty more life-changing books to explore together. Until next time.